What is up, guys, and welcome to the reveal of F1 23. We're going to see the brand new virtual team entering the fray of the Formula 1 game in what I'm anticipating to be the story mode. It is Connor Sport Butler Global Racing Team, spearheaded by Devon Butler himself, and he's going to be teammated, let's roll with it, by Aiden Jackson. The details beyond that are very hazy, so we need this reveal to tell us what's actually happening. I can't wait.
Hello and welcome to the launch of the all-new Connor Sport car.
We're here! It's ready!
F1's most anticipated reveals for some time.
Crikey!
We've already seen the Red Bull team with Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez dominating the podiums. And what an astonishing start Alonso is having, pulling Aston Martin into contention. It's great to see Fernando doing well. Of course, you can never write off...
Show me the car! Show me the car! I'm just going to be so obnoxious in this.
Lewis Hamilton and the Mercedes team.
This is really cool. I really appreciate this.
And with the new team coming to the party as well, it's going to be exhilarating stuff. I just cannot wait for how this car is going to perform. But now it is my absolute pleasure to introduce you to our all-new car on the starting grid for F1 23. This is Connor Sport.
Hello.
There's a huge amount of buzz in the paddock associated with Connor Sport.
The car will look great on the grid. Let's see how it performs on track.
In Devon Butler, they have one of the most exciting drivers of the modern era.
Competition is welcome. It's great to see another team on the grid.
They're getting all the audio bites for this.
Now joining me is Malawian-born Red Bull Racing content creator and Twitch F1 sensation,
Dark Chocolate!
Dark Chocolate.
Yes!
Now this man is already a legend with vast experience in F1 and motorsports, both in the real and virtual worlds. His new role with Red Bull showcases racing and talent
Let's go,
across
Dirk!
social media. Please welcome the Twitch sensation himself, Dark Chocolate. Dirk, welcome. It's fantastic to have you here with us today.
It's a pleasure
Dirk, I love you, but how have you frauded your way onto this?
to be here.
Now, I've been following your Twitch commentary this season. You've clearly been quite revved up about what's been going on. So tell us, how do you feel about this season so far?
Yes, it has been an absolute quality season so far. The Red Bulls have been absolutely dominant, and I've been loving
Is he
it.
related to the
Devon Butler
team
is now
somehow?
driving for
Is
Connor
he
Sport,
going to be a
and that is
character
so
in the game? That would be
exciting.
nuts.
He's a cocky and mercurial talent, but we know that he has a massive potential to go along with that massive ego. Now, what are your feelings on that?
He certainly isn't shy about coming forward with his opinions. He's quite abrasive with his style. He's quite an aggressive driver. You need a little bit of ego and that aggression in Formula One, so that's how you get to the top.
Right. Now, unfortunately, Connor Sport's star driver is headed for the track and cannot be with us today.
Of course.
But we do have him on a call. Hello, Devon.
Yo, Naomi. Hey, Dirk.
Well, thank you so much for taking out the time today to call in.
No
How are
way.
you feeling about the switch to this new team and this new car?
Listen, it's great to be in a team that believes in what you can do and is just smart enough to get out of the way and let me do what I do best. I won't lie, it's been hard work bringing them around to what I like to call the Devon Butler way of doing things, but we're mostly there. And yeah, ready to hit the track.
Now, how do you feel about...
Wow, like, we haven't even seen him on track yet, and he's already smug. He started off a new team. Like, it's probably going to be slow AF, and he's still as cocky as ever.
Mostly there. And yeah, ready to hit the track.
Now, how do you feel about the new Connor Sport car? Do you think it's going to stack up against the competition?
Naomi, that is too soon to tell, but if the car's got any chance of topping the podium, then I am the guy who's going to get us there. You can tell the front runners to keep their eyes on their mirrors, because it won't be long before I am gunning for them.
Devon, it's good to see you back on the track, mate. I'm sure you're going to have a great season. and
Sorry,
spice on the
just
track.
pulling into the track. I got to run. Ciao, bye.
Wow. What?
And now
A
let's bring out
guy.
a very special guest to talk about how the car was built, the inspiration, the design, and the aspiration. Please give a massive warm welcome to the Senior Vice President of Connor Sport, Tim Fellows.
Welcome, Tim. Thank you so much for coming onto the show. We know
I feel like I should know who he
at
is.
the moment.
Thanks, Naomi.
Definitely
Hey, Dirk. How exciting
F1
is this?
personnel.
Absolutely brilliant to be here and to have you on the show. I'd love to know how you're feeling right now.
Or is he an
Getting
actor?
So close to the
Oh,
car
I
reveal.
really should know.
To be honest.
Well, we can completely understand that, so we won't keep you waiting any longer.
Is he the Aston Martin
because
guy?
it is the moment that you've all been waiting for, the moment we've been highly anticipating.
Okay, he's a
It's
randomer.
time to reveal the new team car Connor Sport.
All right, show me the car. We see a bit of yellow. There is purple. Oh my god. That actually looks really nice. But they ripped off my... they ripped off my branding. Yellow is mine. Purple is mine. Get them in the bin.
Tim, the car is looking absolutely brilliant.
Guys, I rate this. No cap, I actually rate this. You know I love yellow, you know I love purple. The two mixed together, it actually kind of works. All of chat is disagreeing with me right now. You all think it's terrible. Yes, the fat nose is a fat nose, you can't get around that. But the way the colors kind of pop, it just works. Lakers?
On a sport here, seeing all the hard work and dedication, the passion of the team, the quality of the engineering, the desire of the pit crews, just the commitment of everyone, it's truly inspiring.
Sorry to keep pausing this. I love how they've utilized the actual sponsors from previous games, the fake sponsors, and made them into actually making this team come to life. But I want to see how they take this to the next level and how this affects my team, because you can't bring in this into story mode and then just kind of go with my team. We need to see next level developments with customization. Fingers crossed.
Just the commitment of everyone. It's truly inspiring. I feel very proud.
You should be very proud. Now, I'd love to know, what are your ambitions for this first season? What does a first successful season look like for your team?
Well, I guess it's the same for us as everyone. The key will be performance. Then it's a bit of consistency, try and pick up a few points along the way. We'll develop the car and the team, and we'll just
so it's going to be lower down
ourselves until we get to a point that we're all collectively happy out of where we want to be.
I can only imagine the team confidence back at the factory is sky high. How is it over there?
I think we all just want to go racing. I mean, we've got a car that I feel can compete, and we've got a chance of being right up there.
Now tell me, I want to understand a little bit about the process of what it takes to get to where we are today.
For sure, we started with our existing structure and we went from there. You need a solid base to build from. That's the engineering, the software simulations, pit stop crew, etc. And then you add all the bits that give you a bit extra, those little bits of magic.
Clone.
Well, talking about those little bit of extra magic, let's talk about your drivers. How do they fit into the Connor Sport dream?
Come on, who's the number
Devon
two?
been like to manage?
Who's number two?
Devon...
I'm pretty sure we know it's Aiden, but I want confirmation. Pirelli also, interestingly, is a sponsor, so maybe that's selectable now in my team.
What's Devon been like to manage?
Well, Devon is Devon. He's not everyone's cup of tea. He's highly opinionated, he's pretty ego-driven, but he has given us something unique. His driver insight, and he is so well respected in the F1 world, has helped us build this exceptional car. And with Devon, I think we've got a potential future world champion.
Wow, fantastic.
Well, Tim, it has been an absolute pleasure having you here, and I can only wish you luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you both so much for having me.
Thank you so much for coming. Okay, well, now that we've heard the team's perspective, let's talk to an expert F1 commentator, co-founder of P1, and all-round superfan. Please welcome Matt Gallagher.
Who?
Hi, Matt. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, before we get into anything, I must get your reaction on this brand new car.
It's great, isn't it? Especially under the lights. It's a thing of beauty.
How do you think it's going to perform on the track this season?
Well, as always, with a new car on the grid, it's exciting, but we know that they've signed a star driver, Devon Butler, and so it gives a very strong whiff at the ambition that this team want to achieve something this year.
What do you reckon his prospects are this season?
He is world champion material. With all the hype about him joining Connor Sport and leading the team, it might well be the making of him. Whatever happens, I am sure that the other teams are going to sit up and take notice.
Wow, sit up and take notice, you say. Now, what do you think? Are you expecting some podiums in there?
New teams and cars, they need a bit of time to gel. But from where I'm sitting, or standing, I guess, and looking at the teams further down the table, this team very much has a chance of being a contender, but we'll have to wait and see. It would be nice to see another team giving more established teams a real run for their money this year.
It certainly will, and we can't wait to see it. Matt, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us today.
So let me get this straight. We have this new team that's entered into F1 23. Continuity-wise, it's not quite clear if this is the very year after Breaking Point. Because how does Devon Butler go from being midfield kind of car, almost challenging, to then all of a sudden he's now got a stake in a team and he's starting his own team, but they're going to be going towards the back? That doesn't really make sense to me. So I hope in some sense that this is explained, but it's an exciting step. The way, by making a separate team, you unlock so much potential for exploring storylines. You get to make up your own characters within the team, and I think we're going to see something truly next level. But we still haven't been officially confirmed who the second driver is. I think it's meant to be Aiden Jackson from the graphics we saw, but you know, that's obvious to most people, but they're not really talking about it yet. Why is that?
Okay, well, we are almost at the final lap of the show. And do you know what, Dirk? I cannot wait to see how this super cool new F1 car delivers on track.
They have everything in place and all the right ingredients to fight for the points and podiums.
Now, the checkered flag is flying on this show, but there is still plenty more F1 news coming up. So keep your visors up and your eyes peeled for more high-octane news. Thank you for watching, and we will see you very soon.
Is that it? I want more! What the hell? Give me more! How do you reveal a team without telling you who the second driver is? Hello, this is Ferrari. Welcome to our reveal. We have Charles Leclerc and... well, see you next season. What the... what the hell? That's the second driver. Very good. We get to hear more on the 1st of May. But, you know, props to EA, props to Codemasters for doing something a little bit different, doing a full-on car reveal. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't perfect, but it builds the hype. I enjoyed that. Something a bit different. Let me know what you guys think. I got given a very special... Do you call it a blanket? I call it a blanket. I got myself a Devon Butler blanket. It's very beautiful. It's a cheeky little housewarming gift. Thank you, Adam. There's a message on the bottom somewhere. There you go. Let's zoom in on Dirk's shirt. Maybe there's some hidden Easter eggs. Perhaps there's some new, like, areas of the car they're utilizing for sponsors. This, some of you guys said this shark fin looked really nice. That's not legal. I want to know how this dude's come into money. I think that's the greatest storyline of this whole thing. How's Devon Butler gone from driver, punterino extraordinaire, to shareholder in an F1 team? That's potentially a new spot. What I want to know is how this, like, bleeds into, whether it bleeds into my team at all. I would love it if we can get this car, their team structure, all their personnel, their drivers, etc., into my team. And then we have 12 teams on the grid and we face off against Devon Butler's team and see who can make the better custom team. Like, that sounds insane. I loved it on F1 2019 where you would start off the story mode in F2, work your way up with Lucas Weber and then Devon Butler into F1. They took over an F1 seat and then they stayed for the rest of the career mode experience. I love that because those guys were super quick and you know, we already had those storylines with those guys from the very start of the game cycle. So I really hope that somehow these guys can bleed into my team even after this single player story mode. I'm not too sure yet. Whether that ends and whether that's like separate or whether that's collectively in my team. It hasn't been explained yet, really. They haven't even called it breaking point. Their hashtags are hashtag be the last to break, but that is the new team on F1 23. Official reveal coming on the 1st of May. And we'll be back all over again to stream that. More funding than Haas and Williams combined. I reckon this team is going to slot in somewhere between Williams, Haas, AlphaTauri, somewhere near the back, and then they're going to work their way up towards the front of the grid. How rapid that's going to be remains to be seen. Hopefully it's a multi-year story, and we can really flesh that out. This could be the endings of Devon Butler's career. We might see him transition from driver into team owner, and there's certainly a lot of storylines that we could explore out of that, which is very, very cool indeed.